Okay, we're here at the Jeff Perry Quincy headquarters, and your name, sir, is?
Tom Savanti.
Now, Tom, what prompted you to volunteer for Jeff?
Conservative values.
Now, were you a volunteer for the Scott Brown campaign?
No, I wasn't. This is the first campaign I've ever been involved in.
First time ever. Now,
First time.
Now, conservative values are something that's very big in Massachusetts this year. How is it that the mood of the state seems to have changed? At least, why do you think it's changed?
Oh, boy. Well, there's a whole host of problems. Immigration is a huge problem. Social Security is a huge problem. The rampant spending in Washington, totally out of hand. And, of course, the health care bill is a disaster.
Now, have you lived here for a while?
All my life.
Now, in the past, all of these districts have been going blue. When you talk to people at the bar, or if you go to, I don't know if you're a member of the VFW or the like, do you hear a different tone when it comes to talking about politics in the last 6 months to a year?
Yes, especially the folks I hang out with. Everybody's become very conservative.
Now,
Actually, I think most of us veterans were rather conservative to begin with, and we're just kind of going back to our roots.
Now, why do you think the rest of the population has finally started to catch up? Any ideas?
I would say probably the availability of news today that wasn't available a few years ago. You have the Fox News networks, you get a lot of conservative talk radio, you've got internet, you've got all sorts of news that just was not there 10, 15 years ago.
All right, well, Stacy, did you have a question?
Yeah, what unit were you in Vietnam?
1st Squadron, 4th Armored Cav, part of the 1st Infantry Division.
Okay, so the Armored Cav, and what years were you deployed?
August of 1968 to August of 1969.
Okay, so that was after Tet.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Tet was, I believe, in January, February.
Yeah, and where were some of the, what part of Vietnam were you mainly deployed in?
Zion, Lai Khe was our base camp, the Iron Triangle area, the Michelin rubber plantation. As a matter of fact, my former squadron commander just wrote a book, which is just published, called One Hell of a Ride, and it was the retired Colonel Haponsky.
Okay, we'll give that book a plug. Well, thank you very much for your time, and my best to you.
Thank you.